Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the Fruit of Grisaia. Makina wants to know what we're staring at. What are we staring at? Well, we're staring at her, obviously, but what? We're gonna find out. Well, apparently we're staring at nothing in particular. That's what everyone says when they're staring at you. Staring at nothing. Maybe blonde women are just cranky in the mornings by default, but then again, I guess Makina is always more or less like this. Even if I went out of my way to be kind and solicitous now, she'd probably interpret it as a condescension and flip out. That said, the alternate approach remarks to the effect of, quit your bitchin', go get laid for once, or perhaps, your womb's gonna shrivel up unless you get it a little attention once in a while, is equally problematic. Well, she might get laid if we were playing her route, but we are not, so Makina will die a frigid, lonely woman. In my experience, such frank but well-intentioned advice is met only with a flash of lightning like worth from above. Wrath, not worth. In other words, the only winning move in this game is not to play at all. Can't get a checkmate if you never move your pawns. As my predecessor once put it, noblemen and hysterical women will have their way. Don't get too worked up about it, and I've never had cause to doubt its soundness of her judgment in this matter. Accordingly, while the question, why the hell is this girl eating breakfast in my room, may be floating through my mind at the moment, I judge it wisest to maintain my silence.
仕方がないでしょ。今朝はサチが出かけてていないんだから。私に朝ごはんも食べずに飢え死にしろってな。
Look, I didn't even say a word.
何よ。言いたいことがあるなら言いなさいよ。ムカつくわね。
Can someone please explain to me why blonde women all say the same damn things? You think they were all reading from one script. Don't tell me there's some sort of little red book for blondes secretly circulating among the fair-haired population, and they're all living in accordance with its teachings?
ねえ、みちる、どう？そのパン美味しい？
Pan, I know that. Pan means bread in Japanese. I know that one.
あ、美味しい。なんか悪いわね、急に来て。別に急じゃないわよ。昨日の夜、さっちゃんが私んとこ来て、みちる様の朝食をよろしくお願いしますってそうなの？
In other words, Sashi predicted that the moment she left the dorm, you'd go sponge off on Mane like the helpless freeloader you are. This girl knows you well.
うるさいわね。私だって料理ぐらいできるわよ。やらないだけなんだからね。
I see. Freakishly enough, I can remember JB once saying exactly the same thing. At this point, I'm about ready to wonder if that secret instruction manual really does exist. But if so... Makina, my friend, I foresee trouble in your future. I see you drunk on sheep sake, lazily slapping together some home cooking, then coercively demanding, well, delicious, huh? It's delicious, right? Of your victims. On top of it all, I see you passing out on the sofa without bothering to put away the dishes or clean the kitchen. Yes, I'm afraid there's a good chance you're going to become a complete nuisance of a woman.
何よ。まるで未来を見てきたかのように。ああ、そういえばみちる、あんた前にそんなことあったよね。確か料理漫画に影響されたかなんかで急に今日は私がご飯作るって言い出したかと思ったらキッチンをぐちゃぐちゃにしてくれたじゃん。
There's a cooking manga?
でもちゃんとハンバーグ作ったじゃない。みんな美味しいって食べてたじゃない。まあみちるが作ったにしちゃ美味しかったけど、でも付け合わせのポテトサラダ作ったの私だし、あんたがぐちゃぐちゃにしたキッチンを片付けたのはさっちゃんよ。でも料理はちゃんとできてたでしょうが。いいみちるちゃん、お料理ってのはお片付けも含めてお料理なのよ。家に帰るまでが遠足だって学校で教わらなかった？おつむの弱い子に優しく説いて聞かせるみたいに言うな。
Come now, Mane. I think you've made your point. In any case, it's interesting to hear that Michiu really can cook. I'd like to try that Salisbury steak myself sometime.
そうちょっとユージあんたはまたそうやって社交辞令的なこと言ってこの場を丸め込もうとして
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you me? How do you know I wasn't sincere?
もしミチルがその気になって今日のお昼私が作るとか言い出したらどう責任取るつもりよ今日はさっちゃんもいないし私だって忙しいのよ
Give her a chance to cook. Give her a chance to make something, you know, that she's proud of. God damn, Amane. People can't grow if you keep pushing them down. She's right there, you know. Damn. It'd be offensive to have her. I'd be
ちょっ
offended.
とあまねあんたちょっとは私に気を使って言葉選びなさいよ
Amane's kind of a bitch most of the time, I'll be honest. So anyway, where's Sashi wandered off to first thing in the morning?
聞いてないの今日は神社でお祭りがあるからさっちゃんはその準備に出かけてるのよ
Oh, knowing Sashi, she probably fucking took a helicopter ride to the Arctic to get pure Icelandic water to water the rose garden or something. Ah, festival, is it? When I was cutting through the area around the shrine on my run with Makina this morning, I did hear the sound of a group practicing with flutes and drums or something. They must have been rehearsing for the main event. Now that you mention it, Makina kept yelling Suma Zesti Vol and Don Bance this morning. I assumed that was more of a cryptic nonsense and ignored it, but I guess she must have meant summer festival and Bond dance. Okay.
そういうこと商店街でもお祭りをやるからさっちゃんは広場に櫓とかテントを建てるの手伝いに行ってるしマキナはパン屋さんが出すチリドッグの屋台を手伝いに行ってる私もこの後子供会で無料配布する豚汁を作りに行くの
Oh, pretty admirable contributions to your town for such an insolent bunch. Not bad.
まあね埋め立て地とはいえ美浜もこの地域の一員だしね
Well, I firmly approve of putting down roots in the broader community. Now, to rephrase that, if we don't pitch in with this sort of straightforward community service, Mahama will probably get a reputation as some secretive school where God knows what goes on, which it probably already has a reputation, but the reputation won't be so vile. I mean, it's not like our budget's coming out of the public coffers, so I doubt we'll get protesters with play cards hurling eggs over the gate, but still, putting a little effort into a PR can't hurt.
何よそれじゃあ何もしてない私が悪者みたいじゃないのよ
I wasn't really implying anything. I mean, it's not like Sakaki's doing anything either, right?
ああ榊さんはほらお祭りのスポンサーになってるから行けばわかると思うけど商店街の街灯全部に盗品グループの旗がいっぱいぶら下がってるよ
Well, I feel bad. I want to do something now.
ち金だけ出しておけばいいってもんじゃないでしょうに
Sure, welcome to the modern world.
それにグループの代表として午後から始まるのど自慢大会の審査員をやってくれないかって商店街の会長さんに頼まれたみたいでさ最初は断るつもりだったらしいけど結局断りきれなくて引き受けちゃったから暇じゃないと思うわよぬーじゃないわよあんたも暇なら手伝いに来なさいよ綿菓子作って配ったり引換券持ってきた子にお菓子の詰め合わせあげたり今年は金魚すくい券もあるから金魚屋のお姉さんやるとかね
But you're in one of those light blue happy coats? Might work for you, yeah. Go for the goldfish lady. You're a blonde, so the coloration works, and somehow I can really picture you as a Carney's daughter. I don't know why. Maybe it's the face.
あんたそれ褒めてるようで褒めてないでしょ
Well, you would feel right. No, selling chicks that cost practically nothing to dumb kids really does seem like it would suit you. You know, or maybe running one of those semi-fraudulent die-cutting stalls where the prizes are entirely at the owner's discretion.
あんたバカにしてるでしょ私のことバカにしてるでしょまあまあ暇なら後で私と一緒に手伝いに行こうよね
Okay.
わかったわよ
I will
どう
help.
せ暇だしね。子供は嫌いだけど手伝ってあげるわよ。ユージはどうする？
I could tell you no, but it's not going to matter. I've got nothing to do either, so I'll help you out if there are any jobs where a little physical power might come in handy.
じゃあさっちゃんの方を手伝ってあげてくれる？やぐら組とか大変そうだし。
Roger that.
そんじゃとっととご飯食べて出かけようか。みちる、パンと牛乳のおかわりは？美味しいでしょそのパン。美味しいわよ。おかわりがあるならもらいたいわよ。なんで怒ってるのかさっぱりわからないけど、ちなみにそのパンマキナが焼いたんだよ。
Oh.
ブホーって、マジで？私昨日パン焼き器買ってさ、今朝マキナが生地をもっちゃもっちゃこねて早速焼いてみたんだけど、これがまあ結構美味しいのよね。
We should probably tell Amane to get more dough because we need dough. Get it? Need dough.
所詮は機械の性能じゃない。私だって機械があれば美味しく焼けるわよ。でもマキナはあんたと違ってちゃんとキッチン片付けていったわよ。うぐーじゃねえぞ。
That's ugh in Japanese. And so, having partaken of our morning repast, we immediately head out to assist the local festivities, with Michiru and Amane joining the event staff for the children's festival. They proceed to brandish sticks at a group of innocent neighborhood children gathered in short-sleeved happy coats. Not sad coats, remind you, happy coats. Forcing these little captives to parade through the town, dragging a float that must be over 3 tons in weight. This seemingly meaningless exercise in sadism, roughly equivalent to the classic dig a hole and fill back up again number, does serve a certain purpose. Namely, helping these impressionable youths understand it's pointless to resist adults and providing them an early introduction to the carrot and stick principle that ultimately governs our world. Still, from what I can hear, Amane proved extremely popular with the kids, especially the older grade school boys. I wonder why that is. Most likely a few local children were giving a jump start on the road towards puberty, internalizing the sad law that governs our gender, obey the breasts. In the meanwhile, my spur-of-the-moment assistance was directed towards the area reserved for the bond dance, where apparently they were eager for male help. I hurried to the plot of land being used for the purpose, still in my uniform. There I discovered Sachi, in full May dress as usual, despite the brutal heat, swinging a scythe around like a grim reaper made flesh. Straightening from her labors, she offered me a deep nod, the words "thank you for coming" spoken in the tone of a commander of Luzon greeting his reinforcements, and a sickle of my own politely pressing me into immediate service. The tower for the dance itself was already standing tall in the middle of the plot, and the neighborhood council tents had been set up. The only pressing business remaining was mowing down the weeds on the edges of the area. My allies in the task, apart from the indomitable maid already mentioned, include older ladies in sweatpants with towels wrapped around their heads to ward off the sun, and here and there a few younger housewives in fashionable sports gear and sun visors, looking as though they'd just wandered out of a yoga class. You know, a wise man once said, our nation's greatest national security threats are the weeds that keep sprouting up in our maneuvering grounds no matter how many damn times we cut them down. Or so I'm told. But it seems as though this invasion of thick wild grasses hasn't confined its intolerable aggression to military targets. We have a word for those who invade our territory. Enemies. It's a very sophisticated word. Watched over by the blazing hot gaze of the sun, I quietly wield my scythe in devoted pursuit of the national interest. Dude, we're cutting grass, man. Wait up, like... Oh my god, this guy blows everything out of proportion. Everything. Although I had my doubts about this slapdash approach of readying the venue on the day of the event itself, after about 2 hours of reaping, we've got ourselves a perfectly respectable venue for a bond dance. With all the construction work complete, the council's just beginning to test its speaker equipment. Having returned our tools to a nearby storehouse, Sachi and I accept canned coffee, soft drinks from a plastic pail full of ice. then soothe our parched throats as we towel the sweat off of our foreheads.
お疲れ様でした。風見さんのおかげで予定より早く準備が完了しました。
You're welcome. And hopefully next episode we'll get to go to the summer festival ourselves. That would be fun. Probably maybe we'll take Makina along, right? That'll be fun. Father-daughter day. You know, yeah, there we go. Maybe Mani will tag along. I don't know why, but maybe she will. And with that, I'll see you all in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody.